Hello ladies, hello gents, this is James, aka the Boston Punk, and I'm here to give you my predictions, my punk picks if you will, for this Sunday's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Now before I start, I have to say that I have two very big Sundays in a row coming up. The Sunday after next, February 3rd, is a little thing called the Super Bowl. And you know, a little team called the New England Patriots are making their 11th appearance, and Tom Brady is going to crush the Rams to get his 6th Super Bowl ring. How you doing, Greg Jerry? Anyway, this Sunday, January 27th, is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Also happens to be my 30th birthday. Hold your applause. So I'm going to be running down this card, but I am not going to be predicting the pre-show on this. I am just going to be focusing on the main card. That being said, the first match I'm going to predict is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Bar, defending their titles against Shane O'Miz. I think that Shane O'Miz are going to come out of this match on the losing end. And I say that because I think both Shane McMahon and The Miz have WrestleMania plans that don't involve one another. If you look at it from a logical standpoint, Shane and The Miz have such big egos, there's no way they can coexist as a team in the long term. I think that they're going to hotshot this feud. I think they're going to split after Royal Rumble pay-per-view. It's going to cost them the match. We're going to see Shane McMahon versus The Miz at Fastlane, freeing both of them up for different matches at WrestleMania. The next match I'm going to predict is the WWE Championship match. Daniel Don't Call Me a Meat Eater Bryan versus AJ Styles. And I predict in this match that the Vegan Dragon will retain his title. Because I think that Daniel Bryan, heading into WrestleMania, will be resuming his feud with none other than The Miz. The feud has years and years of backstory and build, and the way it was executed in 2018 just left something to be desired. It was so lackluster, in my opinion. It makes sense. Miz was on such a hot streak. Kind of has slowed down since the whole Shane McMahon tag team thing, but he can rebound. Miz is one of the best on the mic, and Daniel Bryan is doing the best mic work of his career. So to not revisit that feud when these guys are both so hot in their careers would be a shame. So I think that Bryan wins, retains his title at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Excuse me. And I think that it'll set up Daniel Bryan versus The Miz at WrestleMania for the WWE title. Now on to the other big championship, the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defending against Finn Balor. Now we don't know if we're going to get the Demon Balor or if we're going to get the Rainbow Balor. Either way, I don't think Balor is winning. I think that we're going to see a very competitive match, actually. I think it's going to be very back and forth, and I think the fans are going to get behind Balor because I think it's going to look like he is going to pull this off. I think he is going to tame the beast. I think he's going to climb to the top rope, jump off. He's going to hit 5, 6, 330,000 Mardi Gras off the top rope. I know it's coup de grace. I'm making a joke. And it's going to look like he's going to win. But then somebody interferes. A man that everybody seems to think is going to interfere, Braun Strowman. But I think Strowman is going to interfere in this match at the bequest of Vince McMahon. I think that McMahon is going to see that Balor is winning. I think that he's going to panic. He doesn't want another Daniel Bryan situation where a vanilla midget is representing his company. Is going to slay the beast that he pays millions and millions and millions to keep to make 4 appearances a year. I think he's going to go to Strowman and say, look, I'll give you your shot back. I'll give you whatever you want. Just go out there and make sure Balor doesn't win. So we see a major, major swerve. We see Braun Strowman turn heel and cost Finn Balor the match. And I think that is just what Braun Strowman needs. He has hit such a slump this past year. Ever since teaming with Nicholas at last year's WrestleMania, he has never really regained his momentum. But he also hasn't really lost it. So he needs something before it's too late, before it's the point of no return for him. So how would it be if Braun Strowman turns heel, aligns himself with Vince McMahon, And then heading into WrestleMania, we see a heel Braun Strowman with a heel Vince McMahon in his corner, taking on the underdog, the fan favorite, Finn Balor. It'll recreate the WrestleMania 30 moment with Daniel Bryan all over again. It'll be the big moment, and it's just what Strowman needs. And it's actually what Finn Balor needs too. He needs something big, but without taking the strap off of Lesnar. So I predict Lesnar retains, Strowman turns heel, and turns on Balor, and that's where we set up the WrestleMania feud. But that leaves the question, who does Brock Lesnar face? Who does he defend the Universal Championship against at WrestleMania? Well, they have this cool match on the show called the Royal Rumble match, where the winner gets to fight for the Universal Championship. So, that answers that question. Let me say that the Royal Rumble match is something I look forward to almost more than WrestleMania every year. It's always an exciting, entertaining, unpredictable match. But there is such a predictable, safe bet this year, and that's Seth Rollins. I don't see anyone else winning this match, with two exceptions. One, Cena comes out, wins it, challenges Lesnar, and gets his 17th title win, but who wants to see that? And B, or two, if you're keeping score, Roman Reigns makes a surprise of all surprises, a return of all returns, wins the Rumble, goes on to slay the Beast once and for all at WrestleMania, and sends Lesnar packing into the sunset. But I don't see either of those happening. As Aaron Rift would say, highly unlikely in all likelihood. So I have to pick Seth Rollins. On a quick side note, on all the prediction videos on No DQ I've seen so far, they've all picked a surprise entrant they'd like to see return, someone not on the active roster. I gotta echo Aaron, I gotta echo Josh, I gotta say Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. I would love, love, love to see him back in a WWE ring. I've always been a huge Shamrock mock. He was so underutilized, so underused, so underappreciated. So hearing his music hit, or Gangrel, you know, I'm gonna copy the other guys on No DQ. Sorry for my lack of originality on that one, but they're good picks, what can I say? But anyway, I purposely left the 3 women's matches for last because I firmly believe that a very specific set of outcomes has to happen in all 3 of these matches for a much grander plan to evolve correctly. These 3 matches really rely on one another to shape WrestleMania, and really, if my predictions are correct, to shape both brands moving forward into the new year and beyond. So I'll get to that in just a moment. So I will start with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka defending her title against the man, Becky Lynch. And I think this is going to be as clean cut as you can get. A clean, decisive, fair victory for Becky Lynch. Excuse me. I think Becky Lynch pins Asuka or submits Asuka in the middle of the ring. No interference, no shenanigans. Becky Lynch has far too much momentum right now. She is riding a wave that would be abruptly stopped with a loss of this magnitude. She needs to have a big win at a big show for a big title, and this is exactly it. She just needs that little extra to keep that wave going. And on the other side of the show, we have the Raw Women's Championship. Rowdy Ronda Rousey, easy for me to say, defending the title against the boss, Sasha Banks. Now, wow, it friggin' breaks my heart to bet against the Boston Girl. I can't give this one to Sasha. Sasha, much love for you, but you're not beating Ronda Rousey. I think this will be a little less competitive of a match than Becky and Asuka, but I think it will be equally as decisive and an equally clean win, with Rousey making Sasha tap in the middle of the ring. And there you have it. Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey both walk out of the Royal Rumble with their respective brands' women's championships. But hold on. There's that rumor of the main event of WrestleMania being Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. How do you get there if both of those women are their respective champions? I'll tell you. The main event. The Women's Royal Rumble match. Quite simply, nobody can win this but Charlotte Flair. She is too good. She has too much of a legacy. She has proven herself too many times. Charlotte can easily take on the 29 other female superstars to win this thing. Now, when she does, the Queen will do the unprecedented, and she will challenge not only the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, but she will also challenge the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. She will challenge both champions from both shows, and we will see that triple threat main event at WrestleMania, Charlotte challenging Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. Now, I believe, because of the series of events leading up to this, that we will see that triple threat match be a winner-takes-all match. I believe that that match will unify the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships into a single unified Women's Heavyweight Champion. Well, not heavyweight. Women's World Champion. Sounds a little better. And the winner of that triple threat match will take the unified Women's Championship back to their respective brand. And the other brand will get the exclusive rights to the Women's Tag Team Championships. So now you have some form of a Women's Championship on both shows, where you have one show having the exclusive Raw. Well, I'm sorry, not Raw. I shouldn't jump the gun on that. It could be SmackDown, but one show having the World's Women's Championship, the other show having the Tag Team Women's Championships. That way you still have a Women's Championship on both show, and you knock it down to a single unified champion. That's, to me, what makes the most sense heading out of these three matches, the three possible outcomes. That's my pick. So there you have it. Those are my predictions, the Punk picks for the 2019 Royal Rumble. And that'll kick off the road to WrestleMania. I know I kind of went ahead and gave a lot of WrestleMania predictions too, but the Royal Rumble is the gateway to WrestleMania, so a lot of things that happen at the Royal Rumble affect the WrestleMania plans. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of my predictions. I know I don't do a lot of these videos. You don't see me too much. I got all spiffed up, got the Boston Skelly cap on, got my little chin goatee thing here. Eat your heart out, Stephen Osborne. I'm getting there. I'm catching up to you. But, yeah, go to Instagram. Follow NoDQ, buy the T-shirts. Follow all the guys. You know, follow Aaron, follow TJS, Interstate Kyle. Don't follow Virtue. Sorry. You know, Big G, all the guys. Support everybody on the site. Cindy, Caitlin, even Greg Cherry, and especially my man Jeff Meacham. Love to see you do some more videos, Jeff. Wink, wink. But, yeah, enjoy the pay-per-view this Sunday. Let me know what you guys think. Boston Punk out.